So I've had these denim strips in my fabric stash for years, and it's gonna need quilting, and I think hand quilting is gonna look really beautiful. So here's more down here that I have to put around. I'm gonna do a 20 by 20 pillow, so it's like 16 inches now. So I'm almost done with the face. So before I got to that point, I had all of these denim scraps, as you can see, and I got them at thrift stores, and I used them to make another quilt, but I couldn't get rid of them. So I decided to start sewing the strips together like this, starting just with a few of them, and then sewing some horizontally, and then alternating horizontally and vertically, and just trimming as I go. So I built out this square shape, and I was playing around with the lights and the darks of the denim to give it a lot of visual interest, and just steaming it as I go, because as you can see, you know, the denim has different thicknesses based on the color and the quality of it, but I just was doing my best to make a nice square. I just made sure to iron it a lot, and after I got it about 20 inches by 20 inches, I pinned it to my pattern piece and trimmed it to make sure that it was as square as possible. So next I'm going to cut out a square of this batting, and I wanted to use batting for sure on this pillow. Batting will help to even out any puckers in the quilting or any imperfections, and it will also give it a lot of visual interest. This batting is medium thickness, and I will put a link in the description below. So next I'm going to get out my sashiko thread, which is a really tightly wound embroidery thread, and I'll put the link in the description below. But I really like the way it looks with denim. It's really high contrast, and you can do nice big thick stitches, and it looks really cool, I think. So I'm just doing a couple of lines to make sure I like how it looks. But I do need to cut out a backing. So I'm just going to cut out a backing before I do the whole pillow, so that I can sandwich the batting between the face of the pillow and this backing. I just line the back panel up with the front panel, and I'm going to put a few pins in just to secure it, just using straight pins on the back. And then I'm going to turn it over and take all the safety pins and open them, and then put them through the back again and close them. So I'm just going to re-pin them all, so that the whole thing is super duper secure. So I'm just going to keep going with the quilting, and I'm doing about every other strip for the pattern, just kind of going randomly wherever I think it would look nice. Here it is, all quilted. I just did some like squares around following the pattern, and it's not perfect, of course, as you can see, but I kind of like it like that. And here is the back. And so it's pretty fluffy, which I think is going to be really nice for like laying down the pillow. And I have the backs cut out, so the next step is to just sew it up and serge the edges. But I'm really pleased with it. I think it's really pretty. So I'm going to serge this, and it looks like it's going to work. I wasn't sure. So it's sewing nicely, and I'm just gonna go slow to serge the back to the front and the batting in between. So it's gonna be a little sandwich. All right, so I just wanted to show you how I'm doing this because it's working pretty well, especially on this corner one. I am just going in, I went all the way from this end to this end, and then I turned around, and I'm just doing a stitch where I go like that, and then I grab another section on the opposite side, just directly across the seam, and it just kind of like fakes a new seam, and it seems to be working pretty well, so that's great. This one is also pretty good. It's a little more like stitchy, but I honestly don't mind it that much. I think it's okay, and it's just going to kind of help get this all a little flatter. But I mean, this is going to be the corner of the pillow, and this is going to be on a big puffy thing. So I don't think it's going to be like that big of a deal. All right, I'm going to pull this. Give it a little bit of forgiveness. Okay. Now it's time to add the back pieces. I'm going to do an envelope back, and I'm using this chambray fabric that kind of matches the denim, and I'm just going to line it up with the sides of the pillow and pin it up. It's getting really thick, so I'm using a lot of pins just to ensure that it is really super secure. And again, I'm going to trim everything. When I'm working with so many layers, it's important to trim. So I'm just going to serge up the edges in just one pass, so it's super easy. I got this serger about a year ago after my old serger died, and I've been really happy with it. It was really affordable, and as you can see, it's super strong. It's sewing denim and batting and multiple layers, so I'm really happy with it, and I'll put the link in the description below. So here it is totally sewn up, and I turned it right side out and put an insert in it. I put the IKEA 20 by 20 feather insert inside, and I think it looks really cool. I love the way that the denim shades play against each other with the sashiko embroidery on top. I just think it's so chic and fun. And there's the back. It's made with the chambray, which I think is a great pairing. And this pillow is available for sale on my website. If you make this pillow, be sure to tag me on Instagram and post about it. My handle is Onyx Art Studios, and I love to see what you guys make and share with my sewing dying community. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.